Hey, hello guys. Can you hear me? Hi. Hi, Reina.
Hi, I can hear you.
Yeah, that's great. How about Paris fine? Can you hear me? Sorry, we should wait for a few minutes. Okay. Hello guys. So they are delayed, but never mind. Let's begin. Okay. Hello everyone. I am Nora, and it's very exciting to host the Crypto Market Insights session with our guest. Today, our topic is: Has Bitcoin found a bottom? How can investors stay ahead of potential risk? We are thrilled to have our here who will be sharing their opinions on the market trends. As the host of today's discussion, I will be leading us through a thought provoking conversation that promise to be both informative and engaging. So, whether you are an experienced crypto user or just getting started, we encourage you to sit back, relax, and join us for what is sure to be an enlightening discussion on this week's market performance, trends, and hotspots. Well, the live session is broadcasting on CoinW Live channel and CoinW's YouTube channel simultaneously. Welcome all to watch and leave your opinions or questions about market, coin, etc. in the comment. Our guests will pick up some to answer. Okay, let's go on and welcome all guys to our live session. And we are thrilled to have you here with us today. In this part, we would like our guests to share your market insight on Bitcoin, ETH, and other crypto tokens you want to talk about. Please be free to share the screen to let us watch your charts. Okay, let's start with Parasify. Hi. Hello, Parasify. Can you share your screen? Okay, great. Yeah, please open your microphone because we can't hear you now.
Hello, hello. Hi,
Yeah,
Nora.
yeah. Hello.
Can you hear me now?
So it's your time now.
Yeah. Lovely to be here. Lovely to be here. Okay, so we're going to be starting from the Bitcoin chat in the few weeks. I can remember in our last live stream, I spoke about the, you know, Bitcoin retracing all the way back to 99 or 98. Yeah, this support, right? So it retraced all the way down to 98 um and 98,214. Okay, so let me start by explaining what this line here means. So this is the support line, and above is the resistance line. Okay, so now previous live stream I was explaining to us that, okay, let me turn it to please hold on, the week chat so you can see it properly. Okay, so yeah, a week ago, I think we did live stream a week ago. I explained to us that the Bitcoin chart was retracing rather, retracing and went all the way back to 98,000, and currently, it's back to 107,000. I think it even got to 108 yesterday. So I'm thinking that is retracing back all the way to so when it gets to like 105, I would be, placing a sell order on, because I assume that it's going to, retrace a little below this current price that it is. So nothing really much going on with Bitcoin, all that the war affected the market too, and we really cannot predict what the market would be like you know, in few days to come. I hope you can see my screen. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So hoping that Bitcoin retraces back all the way to 106, 500, and then I'm planning to, place a sell order because I know that it's going to go all the way back onto 98,000, in the initial support line. So that's basically it about Bitcoin for this week. Nothing really much going on the market. So that's
Hey, hello. We can't hear you now. Is
analyzing the market more. Going to be analyzing the market more moving forward. But basically, that's all I have on the Bitcoin chart for this week.
sorry, participant, we can't see your screen now. Can you present again?
Yeah. I stopped sharing the screen because that's all I have for the Bitcoin chart this week.
Okay. So, I really love your sharing, but it's Saturday because we should also wait for other guys. But never mind, let's invite Rina. Rina to share your charts.
Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So for Bitcoin, so we are all aware of the what's happening with Israel and Iran lately. So it's one factor which pushes the price of Bitcoin down. Okay, when it reached around 98K level, and after that, Trump actually announced that there will be a ceasefire, and it's also a factor uh, with Bitcoin bouncing back and going up again, and now is now around 107K level. Okay, so the major points I'm looking for Bitcoin is that so this is like the key resistance level for me. So once it breaks a 108K to 110K level, then we can see a further upside with Bitcoin. Okay, but if it breaks this major support level, which is the 100K level, is kind of more on the downside for me. Okay. So aside from Bitcoin, I'm looking at I have here like say, so most of our cryptocurrency actually went down lately, but for say, if you look at the chart, is actually has just broken this key resistance level over here. So I'm waiting for it to consolidate or have a retracement around this area before it can go up again. So for other crypto, there's not much. So I think that's all for the Bitcoin update for me for this week.
Thank you, Reina. Thank you for your sharing. Yeah. Uh, I saw you all share the Bitcoin charts. How about the ETH or other coin? Do you have any idea? Hey, Reina.
Hello. Okay, let me share my screen.
That's great.
Okay, so hello, can you see my screen now?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so for Ethereum, so before before the war that's happening is kinda actually looking good. So upon upon retracing back here, consolidating, then going up. So just like other tokens, actually not only with cryptocurrency but also for other assets like stocks, they all went down. So then now it's back to this range again where it's consolidating. But it's kind of 50-50 for me as well, because there's a lot of fundamental factors that also affect the overall cryptocurrency. But for Ethereum, so as long as it stays on this range, is good for me. But if it's go below this again, then it's kind of more on the downside.
Okay, I see. And Reina, so do you think it's a right time to all in or buy some the tokens?
um all in, so I'm not fan of all in. Like, it's kind of good to diversify as well. Like, put your money not only in one tokens or cryptocurrency, but also you can diversify it as well to other assets. Because right now, okay, there's a war, and market is actually very uncertain now. So we never know it's gonna if this war is gonna resume again, or it's just like lately Trump announced that ceasefire, and we don't know what's gonna happen. So I'm not recommending like going all in with the market, but you can just like test buy. You can buy a small amount for now. So, and if the fundamental factors, or yeah, the war that's happening subsides, then you can add to your positions. But um i'm not like I'm not like good with putting so much assets in my basket now.
Yeah, thank you. That's right. I think the coin point is to do your own research, right? So,
Yes.
yeah, how about Paris Fine? Do you have any idea of ETH or other tokens?
Please, Nora, can you repeat the question again?
Yeah, I say, do you have any idea of other coins like ETH or something else?
Oh, yeah, yeah, sure. I'm going to be sharing my screen right now. I was also looking onto AXS. Not really. I'm going to be sharing my screen right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was also looking at AXS in this past week. Please hold on. Yeah. So sorry, I'm not logged in on this app. Let me try to see if I can get it here. Yeah, so here we have AXS. Okay, so in the past for like a week now, I've been trading on AXS. Although the market has really not been bullish, that's the AXS market has really not been bullish in the last past week. Last week my entry price was at 2.35. Yeah, I think I got it at this level 2.18, and then it took me out the market because because of the war and everything. I was expecting that the AXS is going to retrace back high and get all the way to 2.3 because they took me out. I'm guessing because of the news. So I'm still trying to like find the balance on it. As you can see that it's the support level. and it got to 1.982. And this was 4 days ago. This was 4 days ago, yeah. So it got to 1.972. So I'm still trying to find, the balance on when to place another trade on the AXS. But I'm very sure that this coin is it has potential to, do well, and you can also analyze on your own time and try to get into it. So those are the two coins that I've been looking at lately, Bitcoin and AXS. So that's those are the coins I've been looking at lately. I've been seeing the BTC and AXS, and trying to find my balance around both coins. So I'm really heavy on investing more, because I also think that the higher your capital, the higher your profit when it comes to the crypto space. So yeah, that's all that. Those are the few coins that I've been um looking at this week.
Okay, thank you, Persifying. Well, can I know more about AXS? Because actually, I never heard of this token. Yeah, I want know more information about this token. Hello,
Oh,
can
okay,
you hear?
great. That's yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I can hear you.
yes.
All right. So give me a few minutes.
Okay. Like, uh, who built this project and what they are doing and why people won't buy this token? Yeah.
All right. So AXS is like an Axie Infinity, and it is like a digital game that uses NFT collectibles and also blockchain. So this particular game allows users to discover and combine. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
I'm so sorry. I have like network issues. It keeps breaking in transmission. But like I was saying, I just want to quickly go to the website of AXS. I don't know if you can see the screen.
Yeah.
Okay, so like as I was saying, AXS is a digital game that fuses NFT collectibles and blockchain. So the game allows users to discover, to collect, combine, and battle fantasy creation, which are called axes. So um, in the last few days, the trading volume of AXS is $20 million in the last 24 hours. Sorry, which means that it increased by 18% in the last 24 hours. And I'm going to check out the market cap now for AXS. Market cap for ASS is $355 million, and in the last 7 days, it has increased by 18%. I said that earlier, it has increased by 18%. So I'm assuming that this particular token, it's not a new coin actually. It has been created about 4 years ago, if I'm correct. Yeah, 4 years ago. It's been created about like 4 years ago. But I think I'm guessing the war has a huge role in dictating the market. So because of the ongoing war, I think AXS has, been doing well in this last few weeks. So That's how I came to know about the coin. So if you like to if you like to invest in the coin, you can do your more research on it and know if it's a good buy for you or a good sell.
Okay, so that's all.
Yes, yes, yes. That's all I have on AXS.
Okay, that's great. So thank you for you guys sharing. And now I would like to dive into the next part. We would discuss this week's market trends and important data. And now I will share my screen and I have few questions for you. So, uh, sorry, please wait. Okay, can you see it now? Yeah, can you see my screen? Okay.
Yeah, I can see the screen.
Okay. Well, the first question is about with BTC combining back to 105K. Can we say the market downturn is finally over? And looking back at last week's price action, how can investors avoid potential risk going forward? So let's start with Rina. Hi, Rina.
Hi, Nora. Okay, so with Bitcoin going back to 105, I can't say that the market is downturn is over because of what's going on with the economy and the countries lately. But this bounce to 105K is like driven by, first is the ceasefire that has been announced in the Middle East, and also we have a strong Bitcoin ETF inflows lately. So over $3.3 billion have been added recently, and also there's a speculation of Fed rate cuts. So these three factors primarily uh, drive the price of Bitcoin up. But how can investors avoid potential risks going forward? Um, so this bounce, even though Bitcoin has bounced lately, that this could like be a short term like upside. There's a lot of factors to be taken in consideration on. Okay, so to avoid some risk, of course, the basic is have your stop losses if you're in a trade, or especially if you're in a futures, and also watch out for potential news and Fed updates.
Thank you, Rina. And Rina, I want to ask if you want to buy a little bit in this price.
Okay, with this price, um, just a little is okay, but yeah, I'm not putting much right now because like economies are in chaos and there's a lot of war going on. But the key levels I'm watching on is if it breaks a 108K to 110K level, then I'm kind of will add to my positions. But if it falls below 100K level, if Bitcoin falls below 100K, then maybe I'll be cutting on some positions.
Thank you for Rina. Okay, let's welcome. Hmm? Okay, there's someone say that he will come in soon. Yeah. So never mind. Uh, how about Parasify, how do you think of this question?
Okay, so Bitcoin. Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm trying to get your screen. Okay, so with BTC climbing back to 105, can we say the market downturn is finally over? I don't think saying the market downturn is finally over. With Bitcoin climbing back to 105K, it feels like the worst of the market downturn might be behind us. But I can say that for those people who want to, sell the coin, this is actually one of the best times to sell the coin because I'm really sure that it's going to retrace all the way back to its initial price, which is 98,000. So if you're looking to selling Bitcoin, this is really the nice time. You can just find um, a trade where you can place, and then that would be good to go. So looking at the current economic situation, like like I'm so sorry, I'm trying to get your name. Yeah, like Rina said, yeah, looking at the current economic situation and the current war, I don't think you can call that I don't think we can say the downtime might be over. Last week's price of Bitcoin actually showed the real strength. So Bitcoin, is going to bounce back after, this week and after the ongoing war. So I don't think we can say the downturn is currently over.
Okay, that's great. And Parasify,
Okay,
can you
yeah,
tell?
sorry.
Yeah,
I'm about to answer the next question, how to
yeah.
avoid potential risk. So I think one of the mistakes people make when investing in coins is that for most people they can like to, follow trend. For most people, they don't really have a strategy that they follow. So if you put a strategy in place that you follow when you're trading, I think it is actually best for you to have a strategy to follow. So you don't, just go with the flow and just do what other people are doing. Once you have a strategy and then you believe in your strategy and then it works for you, I think that would be a part of way to avoid risk. It's part of way to avoid risk. And then always like, analyze the market from time to time, stay updated on what's going on around the crypto space. Um, you know, Most importantly, just have a strategy that works for you, and then I think you'll be fine. Avoid risk well, and then just don't just invest in coins because they are popular. Don't just invest in coins because people are talking about it. I feel like when you research, you do your research well. When you have a strategy that you follow, I think you'll be good to go, and then you have less risk to take. So that's basically it about risk on cryptocurrency, in my opinion.
Okay, thank you, Parasify. Yeah, I believe that we cannot only buy one coin in this market. So, okay. Well, welcome, Ayan. Hey, Ayan, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you for having me.
Okay, that's great. So now please feel free to share your screen and share your opinions with charts for us. Yeah, it's your time now.
All right, thank you so much. Currently, I'm on transit. I won't be able to share my screen, but I'm going to give uh, my analysis as regarding the BTC. Although it would have been best if I could share my screen, but right now I'm not able to do that because I'm currently on transit. Yeah. So looking at what's happened to BTC during last week, what we could say is that it is as a result of behavioral finance. And what does that mean? It means that the way people react when it looks like the global economy is shaking. For example, during the Israel and Iranian war, the conflict that happened, we saw that not just the crypto market alone, every other market the forex market, the stock market. They also had their own hit. But majorly when BTC had its own hit, that is when it started retracing, we saw that every other altcoin has also have an effect on it. So it's as a result of the behavioral finance. So the way people, and what does behavioral finance mean? Behavioral finance means the way people, both retail traders and investors react to financial markets. Now, taking a look at BTC, for example, we saw that it went all the way to 98k, and after like some days, it went back up to about 108,000. Now, as an investor or retail trader, if you're a long time holder, you might not really bother about it. Why? Because there are some metrics you need to look at. Well, you might not really bother about it. But if you are a trader, a future trader, so what you need to do is that you need to manage your risk accordingly. Just like Pierre Sofine said, and Rina, you need to manage your risk accordingly. Now, I wish I was on my system. I would have shown us something because just last week during the conflict, I was on OP, uh, looking at technical analysis. Technical analysis was giving some indicators that you had to buy, but then forgetting the fundamentals. Now the psychology about how people react to the market. I all the trade I placed hit my stop loss. In fact, I lost about $7,400 on that trade, so I had to close the trade. Now we shouldn't just pay attention alone to the technicals. We also need to look at what is happening. So now, as an investor or as a retail trader, what I'm going to say is that you should be able to learn how to manage your risk properly. Once you know how to do that, just like Persopan said, you are good to go. So, in all, know what you are doing. Don't just follow the trend. Don't just follow the noise. Know exactly what you are doing. Thank you so much for having me, Nora.
Okay, thank you for Ayan. I really appreciate your opinions. So then, let's move on the question two. Yeah, I will share my screen again. Okay, can you see the question? Hey, hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can.
Oh, that's great. So the question two is about, are ETFs a win or trap? Ethereum and Bitcoin ETFs have brought in institutional capital, but have they detached the crypto from its Web3 ideas? And how do you see ETFs shaping the structure and soul of this market? So let's welcome Aryan. Aryan, hi.
All right. Thank you so much for that. Now, taking a look at ETF, ETH ETF, and BTC ETF. It's allowed the institutions to come into the market, and it's also bring it more like a visible. Although, yes, of course, the market is visible. It allows the wide adoption of the crypto market. It has its own pros, it has its own cons. Now, the advantage is that whether you like it or not, you just have to legalize BTC. In fact, you just have to legalize BTC or ETH or the crypto market as a result of institutions coming in, because we now having BTC ETF and ETH ETF is more like you now have a stock where investors can trade. We have where investors who are not a high risk person but still want to go into the market can now buy this token from their investment platform. So now, having institutions come into play, it gave it an advantage, and it means that we now have a wide adoption of it, and you can say that it is legal. Now, the disadvantage, the cons there is that because of the institutions that come into play, Now, we the retail traders can be affected if the institutions decide to, let's say they want to sell off their BTC or they want to sell off their ETH. So it's going to have an effect on retail traders. But overall, it's a win for the global crypto space. It is not a trap. Yeah, thank you very much.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay, next we welcome Rina. Rina, do you have any idea?
Okay, so for ETF is like kind of good with uh the crypto market. So just like Ian said, like it's overall it's good for the crypto market because ETF brings a lot of money, a lot of liquidity in the crypto space. But the cons is like since we have these institutions coming in, so there's a lot of regulations being that are being made, and like we known cryptos to be decentralized, like no one controls it. But right now, since big institutions are already here, so they are like they wanted to start controlling crypto, especially with the government. Okay, so it's like it's one of the cons of what's of the ETF. But overall, ETF are good. It brings a lot of liquidity in the crypto market.
Okay, great. Yeah, actually, ETF really brought in many money in our uh, market. Yeah. So next, let's hear from Parasifying. Hello. Hello, Parasifying.
Yeah, I'm here.
Good.
All right. So, first of all, I would like to explain what ETL is for those people that might not, understand. So, think of ETL as like a vending machine. Instead of you know, buying Bitcoin or Ethereum directly from the store, you buy it through a machine, that holds a bunch of coins for you. I think I'll put it in that way for those who do not understand what ETFs are all about. So with Bitcoin ETF, you're not just holding Bitcoin in your wallet. You're buying a share that represents Bitcoin being held by bigger companies, like likes of BlackRock and etc. And then they hold these shares, they own these shares on your behalf, so it is easier, it is safer, it is regulated, especially for people that like pension funds, people that like hedge funds, or everyday folks who don't want to deal with having it in their wallet, or who does not want to deal with crypto exchange. So moving on to whether it's a win or a trap. In realistically, I'll say it can be both. Okay, so for the win, I'll say that money, more money flows for the win. More money flows. People like the BlackRock can now, put billions into Bitcoin or Ethereum, or any other coin, and it will be legal and also safe. And in return, this pushes the price of this coin to surge higher. Okay, so like if more companies or more bigger names invest into all those coins, it will make the particular coin surge fire. It means that it pushes the price up, and then it also regulates how people can invest in crypto. From their retirement accounts without needing to understand what the wallet is, or when you when or what phrase can be, and that's for the win. So um for the trap, it's centralizing a decentralized thing. So crypto was built on the idea that no one or banks or governments should control your money. But with ETFs, big institutions, like I said earlier on, when you hand it over to big institutions, they can help you, regulate it and then hold it for you, which also pushes the price up. So for the trap here is that it's not in your hand. So you don't directly have it in your possession. So with ETF, big institutions are back in control, and obviously they always don't, play it safe when the coins is not in your hand. So I think that's basically what I have on the if it's a win or a flop. I think it's actually both in reality. It's just both.
Okay, that's great. I really love your opinions because yeah, you use two perspectives to talk about this question. Yeah, that's great. So let's move on to question three. Yeah. Meme coins continue to attract retail traders, ETH, yeah, enthusiasm. So, what advice would you give to retail investors looking to identify high potential meme projects in an increasingly saturated market? Yeah. So, let's first welcome Rina.
Okay. So, for meme coins, okay, what advice I could give is, um, we know meme coins for like pumping and dumping very, very fast. So, if you want to trade meme coins, make sure to do your research. Like, look if this coin has a strong community, like good tokenomics, or do they have some uh, plan or use case with this coin. And also if you are trading, then look at the trading volume or the order book for if it's like liquid. Look at its liquidity, or because there are these tokens that yes you can buy, but if you sell, then it's gonna be on a far lower price. So these are the things you should look into if you want to invest or trade meme coins. And also, um, look at if these meme coins have like information, because there's a lot of hype, especially with influencers. But there are memes that there's like you cannot find any information. So just be cautious with memes because they are pump and dump. And what I can advise is like only risk what you could afford to lose, especially with memes.
Okay, so Rina, would you like to buy some meme coins? Like,
I've played meme coins, but it's just for a short period of time. Like I'm not holding it for long term. For if you are a long term investor, or if you want to hold tokens for a longer period of time, then you must find other tokens other than memes, because memes they can pump anytime. They can pump like a big percentage, but in just a while, in just a few minutes or few seconds, then they can dump big as well.
yeah, that's right. Never hold for a long time for meme coins. Yeah. So next one, let's welcome Aryan.
Yeah, thank you for that. For me, just have to be careful and do what work for you, okay? And but you're a long-term trader, or you've been in the game for long, you will know that meme coin is just pump and dump, and you wouldn't want to go in for the long term. So just just be very careful and do what work for you. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you for short opinions, but I understand. Yeah. So the last one, let's welcome Parasifying.
All right. So my take on meme coin is very controversial. Meme coins can actually be good, and they can also be bad. But if you're a trader, a professional trader, you know that meme coins are very, very risky. Meme coins are very, very risky in the sense that a random person can just, create a coin and, rug pull it, and then you would think that, oh, this coin has potential, and then you will invest your money. And in few hours, you just, realize that your money is gone. So that's what I said earlier in the first question, that being a trader is not just about buying and selling of coins. Being a trader entails research. You have to be very, very good at research, because if you make your research well, you can easily tell if a coin is scam or if a coin is real. We've had meme coins in the past that did really, really, really well. One of the coins, Shiba Inu, SHIB was a meme coin, and a lot of people did not expect that SHIB would, soared high in the way that it did. But it actually did. If you had asked me during that period, I would have told you not to invest in it, because I really don't, I really don't believe in, investing in meme coins, right? Because most of the meme coins are, they're very risky. There is just high risk to take. So, as a trader or as an investor, I'll just advise you to be very careful, when you're searching on coins, and, just do your research very well for you to know the kind of coin you are investing in. It's very important that researches are made, when you're investing in meme coins. We have a lot of meme coins that have done really well in the past few years, and we also have a lot of meme coins, that have also been scammed in the past few years too. So it depends on what you really want for yourself. If you think that meme coins are, are good to go, then make your research well on them, on the particular coin that you're looking into. Make your research well. Know if it's likely to be raw food or not. So I think it's just based on choice. You can like to invest in meme coins or not. So it's just based on choice. My advice is just to make your research well, and then you're good to go.
Okay, thank you for Parasaline. Yeah, I really agree with you, because I think it's not about meme coin. It's about that a really good trader always have their good plans. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Uh. Okay. That's all. Thank you for all joining us today. And I bet today's live stream is very important for our audience under this market. So be sure to keep an eye on CoinW and our esteemed guest. Follow the Twitter account, as they will continue to share valuable insights on the world of crypto. Stay safe and take care about your sport. Good luck, and overall, I would like to thank everyone for joining this inspiring discussion today. And take care and see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you for joining. Thank you for having
Bye.
me.
All
Bye.
right, thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Nara.